with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Riverhogs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So that one a long 11-play drive. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Red Dragons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Right back to him on first down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Riverhogs have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. 2nd and 6. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Riverhogs go up by 2 touchdowns. Sly on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Slide for the PAT.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 3. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. McDonald. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Red Dragons get a bit closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one.